Hello, this is a recap of the recent presentation to the Career Technical Education Foundation by Successful Business Services. My name is Tom Mudano, President and CEO, and I want to thank you for taking a few minutes to view this recap and also to the board members who attended the meeting. Essentially, I've been in digital marketing, lead generation, and business development for many years, as well as the fundraising, and I'd like to show you how with the Career Technical Education Foundation, or Ctef, going forward, how we could perhaps rebrand and develop the marketing materials and how that ties in to a fundraising campaign. So we're going to start off with this particular video specifically focused on the existing Ctef marketing efforts and web page and what potential recommendations we could have to help improve upon those. If you take a look at nonprofit messages, the recent article indicated that 8 in 10 organizations are crippled due to their messaging. Most nonprofit communicators admit their messages fail to connect with people they need to engage as donors, partners, volunteers, and more. Poor messaging hold back nonprofits from achieving the change they seek or the funding they need. Taking a look at the marketing messages and website for Ctef, if you were first off, primarily the marketing that is done by Ctef is through their website, brochures, as well as presentations and meetings. You obviously also has gotten quite a bit of public relations in the newspapers, but we might want to take a look at that being applying a much more greater effort to that as well as these. Taking a look at the Ctef website, if you were to kind of evaluate how it looks, it essentially is a little bit dated, very text heavy, and has very few pictures of students incorporated. If you were then to go over to learn about the Cyber Academy, essentially when you click on that, it's the same words as on homepage, so there really is no new information or very little information about the Cyber Academy. Also, if you take a look at this site, it looks you've got some branding issues, lacking of information. So we might want to take a look at how we can better improve upon that. This is an example of a recent brochure, which again is very good information. Does not have any real pictures incorporated in it. When you look at presentations, we need to very text heavy as well. Finally, looking at the logo, I found 5 different logos, and the issue that this has is it basically you start losing your brand recognition when you start using multiple colors and symbols. So some recommendations we might want to consider, and that was presented to the board, was first of all, if you take a look at today's marketing and fundraising, you need to identify specific problems of the end user and offer solutions to them. Needs to be concise, video and picture oriented, as well as engaging to the person receiving it, and it needs to tell a story that is personal and interesting, and Ctef has some great stories to be told. If you were to take a look at, again, some of the information, which of the following would be more interesting to capture attention? Would you like to read through all of this information to try to figure out what Ctef is? Or how about taking a look at a brief 60-second video that would be very structured and focused on the particular recipient you're trying to reach? Research has shown that video and pictures captures much more attention. Viewer retains more information, and it conveys much more information in a shorter period of time. Taking a look at presentations that you have, I've already begun working on this for Paul as well, but take a look in redesigning the current presentations from word-oriented and bringing in much more pictures that would have much more impact to the person viewing it. Taking a look at the brochures, they are fairly outdated. Many of them are printed, which in today's world, most people are dealing with things digitally. It's also much more cost effectively, so we can produce some great digital materials that would be consistent and providing a consistent message for everybody that uses them. So therefore, you would have a situation where parents would be able to have this information, board members, anybody that you need to have it for, and everyone would be telling a consistent message, and it would be much more cost effectively. Also, I recommend that we take a look at the logos and the mini logos that you have, and maybe it's time to consider rebranding Ctef into a much more user-friendly and much more updated logo that communicates a clearer vision, and would be consistent through all marketing, and we may want to even consider getting students involved. Taking a look at the website, again, we may want to consider redesigning this. Not that this would be the exact look that's being proposed, but it's an example of formatting and layout, where of course we would have potential various pages on it, but let's also make it easy for people who do come to your web page to donate. Add, of course, your new logo, putting at the top a very small area where we could have a banner on upcoming events or announcements. Obviously have some written information, a welcome, and how to get involved. But how about incorporating directly into the website an actual video that would be an introduction to Ctef, and therefore adding more focus to the program. We could then also add a place where people could attend a brief live 15-minute or less webinar, and I'll get to learn more, and I'll get more into this in the next segment. From here, taking a look at the home page, at the bottom, we could also add additional videos that could be industry focused or program focused, and all of them would be ranging from 30 to 90 to 3 minutes maximum. This allows the person who wants to learn more to actually view it and know before they even get into it how long it is. These would be on the home page. They could be interviews with CEOs of corporate sponsors, students, parents, as well as Paul and others. It would also contain stories for people as to why they should donate and about their students involved. Looking at the news page of the website, again, I wonder how many people actually go and read this, but we could be incorporating much more video into it, where we could be sending this out and then posting it onto the website of donations that are received. We could have video recaps of the different organizations that are a part of it. We could incorporate press releases, notable accomplishments, donations that have been received, upcoming events. All of the videos should be short, and as well as contain links to the written documents. Looking at the board of directors page, of course, it's again text-based. Many people basically recognize logos and pictures much more, so therefore we might want to incorporate logos of your particular corporations that are a part of the program, where people would easily be able to recognize who's involved. It improves credibility and recognition, as well as let's add our pictures of our leadership team, because someone may recognize somebody, and obviously people are drawn to faces and wanting to know who's a part of the organization. From there, we could also consider having offering to those who donate very short videos about their companies, and it could be also provided to them as a service from a marketing perspective, as well as for donating to Ctef. You could offer personal messages from the CEO or board members, as well as providing credibility and so on. Taking a look at the YouTube page, the Ctef has Ctef TV, but again, we may want to take a look at the branding of it and really improve the branding by creating your own channel. Other areas that may be missed or should be enhanced are Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Obviously, these things need to be kept up to date, and Successful Business Services can provide that for you as well. This concludes the initial video that I've prepared for you and recap, specifically addressing the marketing emphasis of what currently Ctef has and some proposed recommendations in regards to marketing. If you will go to the next video, which will be focused much more on fundraising and how I would propose we addressed a fundraising campaign for Ctef. Thank you for your time.